Welcome back to the Fine Watch Club media channel. It's Sam here, and continuing an Omega for everyone, I'm spending time with this Omega Seamaster Professional, more commonly known as the Omega Ploprpof. Now this watch is currently listed for sale here at finewatchclub.co.uk. So the Seamaster is the longest running model still made by Omega. Released in 1948, the original watches were designed with the British Navy in mind. The O-ring gaskets commonly found on submarines inspired Omega. What if you took the simple O-ring design and used it on a case back? That's how the legendary line was born. So fast forward to 1955 and Omega had a diving record to add to their numerous awards. Diver Gordon McLean reached a depth of 62.5 metres or 205 feet with the watch on. The pivotal model, however, was introduced in what most believe was Omega's greatest year in their history, 1957. This was the year the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, Harold Macmillan became Prime Minister, and the birth year of three iconic timepieces: the Seamaster 300, the Railmaster, and of course, the Speedmaster. These three watches are so iconic that Omega produced a trilogy set to celebrate their 60th anniversary. As years went by and mankind pushed new boundaries, the demand increased for more durable timing instruments. The 300 Seamaster entered into a new era with the evolution of the Seamaster Professional 600, Ploprof, released in 1970. This was quite the revolutionary design. No timepiece had ever looked like or had such functionality before. The Ploprof was so bold you could spot the Omega on the wrist of a diver from the top deck of a cruise ship. Now Ploprof is short for Plongeur Professionnel, meaning professional diver. So what makes the introduction of the Ploprof so special? Well, to keep a watch watertight at serious depths requires solid and innovative engineering. Now we know Rolex had the helium escape valve on their Sea Dweller, although some have speculated this technology was developed or co-developed with Doxa. Another method created by EPSA was the super compressor case, which sealed the watch tighter as the pressure increased. So how do you stop helium getting into the watch and blowing off the crystal? Omega had the solution. Rather than using multiple components, Omega used a single monoblock case, therefore not allowing any helium ingress in the first place. The idea is that the less parts there are, the less areas for helium molecules to enter. Consequently, Omega had produced their most water-resistant diver's watch ever. Skip forward a couple of decades and we get to another Omega icon, Bond, James Bond. We can't talk about an Omega Seamaster without mentioning the famous 00 agent. Now although the Ploprof is insert suitable descriptors here, a chunk, a beast, a weapon of a watch, the Bond franchise instead decided to cast 007 in other Seamaster models, opting for a Planet Ocean or a 300M, shaken, not stirred. Now one can assume this was because those watches were more marketable to the majority of viewers, the smaller cases and the reduced price tag. The Ploprof is almost too much of a tool watch for the general market, which is also what makes it so special. So let's have a look at our example we have in stock. The full reference is 224-32-552-1001-002 and was produced in 2011. Case size of 50mm excluding crown, complete with a caliber 8500 featuring a delightful coaxial escape pioneered by the legendary watchmaker George Daniels. By using two escapements, it reduces the workload for the watch and increases the time intervals between servicing. This model isn't due for another 5 years, so you have plenty of time to take this piece to the Great Barrier Reef or perhaps the treacherous Jacob's Well. With 1,200 metres of water resistance, you're covered for almost every dive possible. The automatic caliber 8500 has 39 joules, a silicone hairspring, and 60 hours of power reserve. Now let's delve a little deeper into the design features of the watch. Positioned on the left, the crown is heavily guarded to prevent any knocks. At the 2 o'clock position, the security pusher, locking and releasing the bidirectional bezel to prevent accidental adjustment. Comparing this to the Tudor Black Bay P1's locking bezel mechanism, it's light years ahead. The dial in this beautiful shade of blue resembling the deep oceans. It features sword hands with a bright orange hour hand to easily distinguish it from the minute hand when viewing in gloomy waters. The dial has a sufficient amount of lume, again allowing it to be seen at great depths. Now unlike most dive watches that allow you to time individual minutes between 0 and 15, this watch allows you to time minutes all around the bezel, with markers for each, again reinforcing the true purpose of this watch. The caseback, adorned with the classic Seamaster Seahorse emblem, protects the 8500 movement from the dissolved ions in the salt water. This delightful rubber strap is perfect for daily use and features the Omega branding. To further instill confidence, the watch features a clasp as opposed to a standard buckle often found on rubber straps. This wears the embossed seahorse branding and features Omega Seamaster Professional above. Now we can't end the review without discussing the almost literal elephant in the room, the size. Certainly takes some getting used to for me and my 18cm wrist. However, big watches certainly have their followers. The watch was made with precision engineering and legibility in mind, a true tool watch. Now to really appreciate the sheer scale, here it is compared to a Seamaster 300M and also a Planet Ocean. In summary, if you want a watch that stands out from the crowd of a regular desk diver, a watch that is designed with the finest of margins, movement capable of incredible accuracy, and a true tool watch, this could well be the Omega for you. Thanks for spending a moment of time having a watch with this video.